The biggest uncertainty on the horizon for British business is whether or not we continue to be a member of the European Union. We're absolutely clear that we need Britain to stay in and a government leading the charge for reform in Europe to get an even better deal than we already have for our businesses, particularly our markets, the financial services sector. If we're not in Europe, we will not see the city continuing to be a global financial services sector for the UK. We've also, therefore, in addition, got to make sure people have got the right skills, which is why we want to maintain our leading edge in higher education, but also ensure that we invest more in technical and vocational skills. And if we want people to be able to continue to come to the UK, we've got to make sure that we've got the right infrastructure and that we're making quick and decisive decisions in things like, for example, aviation and increasing our airport capacity.
Well, as a Liberal Democrat Secretary of State for Business with a team very committed to the recovery from the recession, building on that with a long-term strategy, the industrial strategy, I think we have contributed massively to the economy over the last 5 years. And I think our moderation, wanting to avoid extremes of right and left, the commitment to a sensible mix of government intervention through things like the Business Bank and the Green Investment Bank and the active programme of apprenticeship, while at the same time supporting business. I think our approach, which stresses business growth and the merits of business, but also responsible business, which is why we've introduced reforms around zero-hours contracts and the minimum wage strengthening, improvements in corporate governance, such as the changes to executive pay. I think we've got the right mix, and our commitment to an open economy, part of Europe, a pragmatic but open approach to immigration is exactly what business needs.
We want to make Britain the best place in the world to start and grow a business. And 5 years ago you might have said that's not possible, but I think now it is achievable. We've seen 750,000 more businesses, a record number of startups, over 2 million more people employed in the private sector over the last 5 years, but we want to do more. We're looking to reduce the burden of regulation on businesses by another 10 billion in the next Parliament, make sure that we keep the burden of taxes on business low, but crucially, this is underpinned by our values of understanding that business done right is a force for good in society, and it's the only way to have the sustainable jobs and growth that everybody wants to see.